Have you ever poured yourself a cold glass of milk, added it to your morning coffee, or stirred it into a warm bowl of oatmeal and thought, this is healthy? This is good for me? But then, not long after, something doesn't feel quite right. Maybe your stomach feels off. You feel bloated, sluggish, or just plain tired. And you wonder, was it something I ate? What if I told you that the milk you've trusted for decades, the one that's always been in your fridge, might not be helping your body anymore? In fact, for many older adults, it may actually be working against you. You're not alone. Most people don't think twice about milk. It's always been seen as wholesome, dependable, and good for our bones and health. But as we age, our bodies change. Digestion slows, our tolerance to certain foods shifts, and even the way we absorb nutrients can be different. What once nourished us might now be silently wearing us down. And here's the surprising part. Some types of milk, even the trendy plant-based ones, can be packed with added sugars, artificial ingredients, and gut irritants that can do more harm than good. I know this can be frustrating. You're trying to make healthy choices for your body, your bones, your mind. No one told you that milk could be part of the problem. That's exactly why this video matters. Today we're going to unpack the truth about milk. I'll show you 3 types that older adults should avoid. And more importantly, I'll introduce you to 3 far better, safer, and smarter options that can support digestion, improve bone strength, and boost your energy, all while working with your aging body, not against it. And trust me, the last milk on the list, it's one you probably haven't considered, but it might just become your new favorite. So grab a drink, maybe your usual cup of coffee or tea, but don't get too attached. By the end of this, you might be reaching for something completely different. And hey, if you care about your health or someone you love, take a moment to comment below with, I am here, so we know you're part of this journey with us. And if this kind of real helpful advice speaks to you, hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss any of our videos. Here at Elderly Wisdom Guide, we believe your later years can be your healthiest years with the right knowledge. Now let's dive in. Milk number 1 to avoid. Regular cow's milk. Let's start with something familiar. Imagine Margaret. She's 72, sharp, full of life, and starts every day with her routine, a bowl of bran flakes, banana slices, and a splash of cold cow's milk. It's her morning tradition, one she's followed for decades. But lately, things feel different. She wakes up stiff, her knees ache, her stomach feels bloated after breakfast. And mentally, she's been having more foggy days, trouble focusing, struggling to recall simple things. At first, she brushed it off as aging, but deep down, she sensed something wasn't right. And she was right. For many older adults, cow's milk can quietly start causing problems. As we age, we produce less lactase, the enzyme that helps digest lactose, the sugar in milk. Without enough of it, the milk just sits in your gut, leading to gas, bloating, and discomfort. Even worse, it may contribute to brain fog and fatigue. And there's more. Most conventional cow's milk contains a protein called a 1-casein, which may trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals, especially in joints and the digestive tract. That aching, bloated, foggy feeling, it's often your body's way of saying, this isn't working for me anymore. And despite what we were told growing up, milk isn't always the magic key to strong bones. If your gut is inflamed or upset, your body may not even absorb the calcium properly, meaning milk could do more harm than good. So does this mean you need to give up milk completely? Not necessarily. There are better options. You can try lactose-free dairy products, which many people find easier to digest, or consider plant-based milks fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Just remember to check the label. Look for at least 30% of your daily calcium and D3 for absorption. Making a simple switch here can bring less bloating, better energy, and clearer thinking. And for many seniors, it's a change worth making. Milk number 2 to avoid: sweetened almond milk. Now let's talk about George. He's 68, recently retired, and making smart changes for his health. Cutting red meat, walking daily, and swapping out cow's milk for almond milk. Sounds like a win, right? He picked a fancy-looking carton labeled plant-based, dairy-free, and heart-healthy. But within a few weeks, George started feeling off. He was tired, sluggish, and at his next checkup, his blood sugar was higher than normal. Something wasn't adding up. The culprit? That almond milk. Many store-bought varieties, especially the flavored ones, are loaded with added sugars and gums. Just one glass can have as much sugar as a cookie. And for older adults, sugar spikes can lead to energy crashes, mood swings, and even increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Plus, these almond milks often contain thickeners like carrageenan or gar gum, which can irritate the gut and cause inflammation, especially if your digestive system is more sensitive with age. The preservatives, they help the milk stay on the shelf longer, but they don't help your body. Over time, these chemicals can put stress on your kidneys, especially if kidney function is already declining. Here's the truth. Not all plant milks are healthy. Many are just sugary drinks pretending to be good for you. So what's the fix? Choose unsweetened almond milk. Flip the carton over and look for ingredients like almonds, water, and maybe a touch of salt. That's it. You can even make it at home. Soak almonds, blend with water, strain, and enjoy. Clean, fresh, and better for your body. When George made the switch to unsweetened almond milk, his blood sugar leveled out. He felt more energized and finally understood. Sometimes even healthy choices need a second look. Milk number 3 to avoid: coconut milk. Beverages. Meet Helen, age 75. She's full of life. Book club on Thursdays, gardening every morning. One day she saw an ad for coconut milk promising glowing skin and youthful energy. It sounded perfect. She swapped her usual milk for coconut milk, added it to oatmeal, tea, and smoothies. But after a few weeks, she felt heavier, not in weight, but in energy. Her stomach felt off. Her cholesterol numbers crept up. What happened? Coconut milk beverages, especially the kind sold in cartons, are often watered down and full of additives. They can also be high in saturated fats, which can be tough on aging hearts and livers. And here's where many people get confused. The thick coconut milk in cans, used in cooking, is different from the carton variety meant for everyday drinking. That canned version is fine in small amounts, like in a curry or dessert. But the daily beverage? It often lacks protein, calcium, and essential nutrients, and may have more fat than your heart needs. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it fits your body's needs today. As we get older,